Morning class, Vincent Nicolosi. I'm going to talk to you about the dangers of war. Everyone knows that when you go into a combat zone, there's a possibility that you can get shot. You can lose your legs, you can lose your arms. Bad things happen. You see your friends die, you see people die all the time. But a lot of what people don't know about is PTSD and TBI. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. TBI is traumatic brain injury. A lot of people get this. Not even just in the military, but people, civilians, have that too, get it. It causes a lot of pain and grief because you constantly think that you could have done something different, or maybe, somehow helped someone, but you need to realize that that's not the case. Some stuff happens, it's war, it's going to happen. Now, PTSD, it affects 31% of Vietnam veterans, 11% of Gulf War veterans, 10% of Afghan veterans, 20% of Iraq veterans. That's actually big numbers if you think about it. There's only 1% of the United States actually serves in the military. So 1% of that is all that. That's a lot of people. 7.7 million American adults suffer from PTSD and TBI. Now, TBI affects 22% of all combat-related injuries. All that is an explosion. Anything that can really mess up your brain. You hit your head hard, if you get a bad enough concussion, you can get a traumatic brain injury. 60 to 80% of blast injuries result in a traumatic brain injury. This stuff is very common in combat zones. I know because I'm one of them. I have TBI and I have PTSD from blasts I received when I was in Afghanistan. Now, the symptoms of PTSD are reliving the event. You see stuff that makes you very uneasy, stuff that most normal people would just walk past and not even really taking the fact of it. To you, it's different because you've seen something like that before. You have nightmares. You avoid certain situations. Basically, it goes along with the first one you live in the event. You feel numb. By feeling numb, I mean you don't express your feelings. You don't like to talk about what you've done, stuff like that. Hyperarousal. Hyperarousal is always being on alert at all times. That includes not being able to sleep, hearing stuff that other people don't hear, stuff like that. Symptoms of TBI: change in personality, headaches, weakness in your extremities, sleep disturbances, same as PTSD, poor impulse control, anger and violent behavior, and suicidal thoughts. For these people, though, there is something that can help them. There's actually a lot. It's out there. The Wounded Warrior Project is one of them groups that actually help these people. It was founded in 2002 by John Miller. He was an aircraft pilot who got shot down in Somalia in 1992, and he was actually wounded. They help raise awareness and enlist public aid for needs of injured service members. They help injured service members by assisting them and helping them learn to assist other service members. They provide unique and direct programs and services to meet the needs of injured service members. Now, there's one big event that I'm sure you guys have all heard of. It's called the Tough Mudder. In the Tough Mudder, it's a 10 to 12 mile obstacle course that was created by the British SAS, which is an elite special operations group that the British have. 700,000 participants worldwide. They raised more than $5 million for the Wounded Warrior Project. It's a big chunk of change. Every dollar provides combat stress recovery programs, adaptive sport programs for people who lost their legs or lost their arms. They help with making programs for them to actually play sports and somewhat live a normal life. They have many different counseling programs, and they also help with employment services. And it's not just in the United States, it's all over the place. In Canada, the US, Europe, South Africa, Japan, Australia, and New Zealand. Now, we can help them. All we need is your help. The Wounded Warrior Project has been around for a while, and it's working. It is doing its job. Some things you can do, you can attend the upcoming Tough Mudder on June 1st and June 2nd. They have it both in Philadelphia and Boston actually. If you can't attend, you can always donate money by going on both their websites. They both take donations. You can make your own event through the Wounded Warrior Project, and all you have to do is register your event with the Wounded Warrior Project. They send the representative out, and they help you, and you got your event, and you can raise money for them. You can also make donations to the Wounded Warrior Project through anything. Under Armour sells all types of stuff for them. Most of the Under Armour gear, some of the money you're spending for them shirts is actually going to the Wounded Warrior Project. Now, I kind of want you to like visualize being in a war zone for 7 months. You're in that war zone for 7 months. You know, you see combat, you see your friends get injured. You might have gotten injured, but luckily you made it through 7 months and you have not gotten injured. At least you thought you did. That's what you think. When you come home, everything's fine. You feel like everything's fine. You get out of the military. Now, when that point happens, you start pushing your friends away, you start pushing your family away. They keep telling you there's a problem, they want you to get help. But you don't feel that there is a problem, you feel that everything's normal. It's not the case. Do yourself a favor, go out there and get help. Because it'll take a big toll on you. And once you realize that when you get that help, you feel 10 times better and you start rebuilding relationships that you once had. That's why I'd like everyone to think about it, help them out. Thank you.